What's up, everybody? The time has come already. I posted the video about selling the Pajero. Today's video is going to just be about the process, walking through the process, everything that I do to list it on Cars and Bids and all that. Just for anybody that's interested in selling Cars and Bids, and this is not sponsored, I made a video of everything I did from submission on. You know, you got to get photographs and stuff, but you do that on your own. But that's what this whole video is going to be today. Is just about walking through the process from submission all the way through finalizing the sale through Cars and Bids of the Pajero. Don't know what's coming. If you want to know why I'm getting rid of it or my final thoughts on it, I'll link that video down below, but we're going to go through the whole process right now. So, of course, you go to carsandbids.com and ignore the extra mess. Parents are visiting. Fiance got kicked out of guest room, which is her office when no one's using it. But you go to Cars and Bids, you hit sell a car, then it's going to take you to this page, you put in your VIN, you hit get started, then it takes you to this page. You got to answer the questions: dealer, private party, full name, contact phone number. You put in your VIN, make, model, transmission, special options or equipment, stock or modified. If you hit modified, you put in modified. Any significant mechanical or cosmetic flaws, you hit yes. Then you put United States. I already did all this, by the way. I forgot to record it. That's why I'm just showing it now. United States, not for sale elsewhere. Hit next. Then it'll take you to a screen where it asks you for 6 pictures to determine the value. And I wish I had that screen. But after you submit your pictures, it takes you to this screen. Thank you for your application with Canon on it.
To Cars and Bids, the best place to sell your enthusiast.
Which now Kenan's barely a part of Cars and Bids anymore because he's leaving and starting his own company. Shout out to Kenan. And then they'll review to see if it's a fit for Cars and Bids. They say you can expect to hear from them within a business day. If accepted, they'll ask for 30 plus high quality photos, a walk around video, and more information about condition, ownership history, modifications, and features. And so on this questionnaire, there's a second page. I think it's the next page where it also asks you what your reserve is. But you fill out that form, the next form, takes you to this page, and then you wait. You can upload additional media. I uploaded all of my other pictures on there just so they can already have them and look at them. But we'll continue this video once I hear from them and I follow the next steps. All right, so now it's the same day that I recorded part 1. And I got an email that my Pajero Evolution has been accepted with my $25,000 reserve. I also got an email that I have messages from Cars and Bids. So let's go check the messages, but I'm sure we can just click this complete submission. All right, so we're on Cars and Bids. An accepted, new message. Get started. Visit your submission page here. Once there, you'll be able to seamlessly book professional photography and you'll be prompted to answer a few questions about your car. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm also happy to give you a call if you would like to discuss anything. Cody, auction manager. So I'm guessing I can just continue here. I don't need photographers to provide my own high quality photos. I am going to have to scan a document and put that on there. Yes, I can provide all these photos. New submission. So let's see, details. Got the VIN, automated, no special equipment. Silver. Black and gray. What engine is in the vehicle? We have a 3.5 liter 6G74. I got the car June 2025, and I have this written down here. Not technically a loan. Oh, I got to upload the title. All right, so I got that scanned. I got that uploaded. Don't want to show it for obvious reasons. Modified. So this was some of the stuff that you had to answer. when you did the form, driver seat, head unit, Japanese toll reader. AC needs recharge. Very small oil leak. It is very small. Very small oil leak. And is there anything else? Under body surface rust, and it is just surface rust. No paint or body work done. Yes, some scratches. Let's see. So there is scratches on roof from previous owner. Roof rack. Scratch on corner of front bumper on passenger side. Is it passenger side fender? Paint imperfection on front fender. Underbody rust. No other issues or problems. What's included with the car? 1 key. Nothing else that we should know. Upload at least 30 photos. So I'm going to get this all uploaded and then we'll continue. Alright, so I actually finished uploading my pictures, which they need a way to mass delete things at once. And then I just wanted to come and put some other details that I remembered to put in there, and I forgot one more. So save and continue those. I have all of my photos uploaded, all like 250 something. So I need to do a couple videos. I have videos here that I uploaded unlisted to YouTube. That oh shit, was that start and idle? I think that was. Just walk around. And this is 4-wheel drive. We schedule auctions to launch and end Monday through Friday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific time. We always strive to schedule your auction to launch as soon as possible while considering your scheduling preferences and any similar vehicles already live or on the schedule. With that said, do you have any schedule preferences for your auction? No preferences. Just as soon as possible. Accept payment via Coinbase. No. I don't do none of that crypto stuff. SafePay, your auction winner will have the opportunity to complete their purchase through SafePay, the fastest and easiest way to complete your private party sale. SafePay protects you from payment fraud while making payment and title transfers both fast and secure. Complete submission. Once you submit, our auction team will go to work reviewing the photos and information you provided and will reach out with any additional questions. If you'd like to make any changes to information you provided, please use the back button to do so now. As a reminder, your car must not be available for sale elsewhere. By moving forward, you are committing to selling your car on Cars and Bids with a reserve of $25,000. I accept. Pay up, I agree. If the highest bid for my car is below the reserve, Cars and Bids may choose at its sole discretion to pay me the difference between the highest bid and the reserve price and mark the car as sold below the reserve price. In this case, I will receive the high bid amount from the buyer and the remainder from Cars and Bids once the transaction is complete. I agree that I will complete and sign any required tax documents. Let me read that again. So, if the highest bid is below reserve, Cars and Bids can choose to pay the difference between the highest bid and reserve price and mark the car as sold below the reserve price. In this case, I will receive the, okay, as long as I receive my reserve, I'm fine.
That's fine. Submit. Thank you for sending your photos and information. We review several items before we write your listing. Owner verification. We review the title information you submitted and external data sources to verify ownership and vehicle information. We'll review your photos to make sure we have all angles and details covered so the buyers have full pictures of your car in its condition. Video review. We'll verify the videos you submitted clearly show your car powering on and meet our standards. Ooh, upload additional media. I have to upload the videos. Okay, well, we're not going to do that then. So, view information you submitted. Boom, boom, boom. Back to my evolution. Okay, so that's it now. Okay, so that's it. So we'll continue when I get to the next steps. All right, same day still. We got another message from Cars and Bids. Have not looked at it yet. All right, thanks for sending these over. We'll begin drafting your listing, and I will be in touch with any requests. I am also available for any questions during the drafting process. If you have any service records, I would also recommend sending those over with identifying info redacted for major services performed within the past 5 years. I did upload that as a photo, but there is a place to do that. So I guess I'll do that. But I'll figure that out. So that's it for now. Just getting that message, but I'll see you when we get more. All right, so it's the very next day. I got new messages about the Pajero. Hi there, we're currently editing your listing and we'll send you a draft of the full review in the meantime. As soon as we're finished in the meantime, can you send over a photo of the metal VIN tag on the firewall behind the battery? So I got to send that picture over. Your record submission, just as you did with your photos. Okay, so I already did that. And then so I got to go do this. I don't know if this will make it in the video, but I guess that's my next step. All right, so I got the notification to review my listing draft. Have not looked at it yet. God, I hate how that pops up when I start my computer up. Okay, so they used those photos. This is a 1997 165 or roughly 102,600 miles. Partial list of notable equipment included by 16-inch wheels, front and rear Torsen limited slip differentials, a locking center differential, and Evolution specific body kit noted from limited aftermarket driver's seat, and a Pioneer head unit. Mitsubishi, blah blah blah. Most historians agree that approximately 2,500 street legal Evolution units were built. Partial list of notable equipment. All that seems right. Yep, no flaw, some chip scratch. Some corrosion on rear roof screws, spare tire mount surface, and underbody. The seller represents the AC system needs to recharge, and an oil leak is present. That's all the service documentation I have. Yep. Let's see. Since Pajero is an imported vehicle, may not pass emission tests in some states. Yep, they got all of that. All right, that looks good. Approve listing. All right, so we're scheduling the auction. While we schedule your auction, here are some tips. Respond to comment quickly and frequently. Of course, be open and honest. Bidders may have questions. Yep. Check your email. Bidders can contact you directly with private questions. Yep. And let us know we can help use our chat. So that's approved. Hopefully, we will see that scheduling. Hopefully ASAP. Hopefully tomorrow, which would be Friday the 19th, but we'll see. All right, so it's still Thursday, and Thursday evening, I got this email. My auction has been scheduled. See, it's on the Cars and Bids page here for my auction. It's been scheduled. So I submitted this Tuesday night after business hours. So in 2 full business days, because I already had pictures, they got my pictures, got my write-up, I approved the write-up, and got it scheduled to start on Friday. So that is not bad. That is 3 days, 2 full business days, and on the 3rd day, it will be, it'll be live. So I will, from here on, check in probably at the end of the day. You'll see this after the auction's already done, but I'll be live in the comments every night. I'll be checking in at the end of every day in this video and just checking on the bids, talk about how the day went in the comments and all that, maybe highlighting some things. I don't know. We'll see where we go from here, but I will see you tomorrow night. All right, so it's day one. It's 9:25 p.m. Normally my check-ins will be a little bit later, but I got to get up early tomorrow, so we're doing the check-in a little early today. Got 2 bids, obviously not too serious, and 5 comments. Some of those comments are me down in the comments, intro comment, and then replying to some people, but got a couple bids. Got somebody that emailed me and wants to come check it out locally. They're going to come do that tomorrow, so be able to do that, but the listing is up. It ends at 1:39 p.m., so we'll have a longer check-in at the end of I'll record like the last like 10 minutes or whatever and my reactions, and hopefully we get some good bids. Obviously not very concerned with bids until towards the end of it, but this is a great example of Pajero evolution that is becoming more and more rare. So I expect to have some more activity over the next few days, but I will check in with this tomorrow. All right, so we are at the end of day 2. In fact, it is now 12:01 a.m. as you can see in the bottom, but not a lot of activity as you'd expect. Day 2, Saturday, day before Father's Day. Got 1 bid, got up to 4,000. No new comments. But that's to be expected on a Saturday, day before Father's Day, when there's still like 6 days left in the auction. So nothing to really update for day 2. Everything's kind of going as I would expect. So we'll see how day 3 goes. And like I said, we'll have longer check-ins more towards the end of the week. But I'll see you tomorrow. All right, end of day 3. A few more comments. Another bid today. We are up to 5,000. But had some comments today. Asked about difficulty finding parts in the U.S. and said the Pajero owners Facebook group is helpful, and I ordered everything else from Amayama and got OEM from Japan except for the Lusso Overland kit. Funny enough, he says he's in Japan now. He's looking for these. It's impossible. And then it's crazy that he's looking in the U.S. for one, and I point out that there's a lot in the U.S. So that's really interesting, and he wants to take one back to Florida. And then got a bid from Beltway Boy Tate with 5,000. But until the last day, I'm not really concerned with what the bids look like or really the comments too much, but I'm going to continue to be active. So that is our day 3 update. I will see you tomorrow. All right, so we are at the end of day 4. It's 10:30 at night on day 4. We got a little more action. We got some more comments. We got a few more bids. We're up to $11,111. Got some comments today. Someone asked if I have the import documentations, which I unfortunately don't. They didn't come with the car. And if any electronic buttons or features don't work, as far as I know, they all work. I gave him the auction grade, told him where I bought it from. And he asked if I was confident it was what the AC issue was, and I told him it was a gas base off of it blew cold when I purchased it. Got a couple bids after that. Someone asked if there was an issue with the 4-wheel drive, because in the original video I posted, the lights blinked when you shifted into 4-wheel drive. So I drove around, got a video of me driving around with them solid. I just hadn't switched into 4-wheel drive in a while, so just needed to be driven around. And then this guy, shout out to Trepto, he has a Pajero, and they're always flashing to you drive a bit, then they go solid green. And I thanked him for the assist. So some comment action, a little bit of bid action. This was the video I added to it. Driving around, the lights are solid. So that's day 4. Like I said, until the last day, I'm not too concerned, but I'll see you tomorrow. All right, we are at the end of Tuesday, day 5. Nothing really to report on. We got another bid getting us up to $12,400 by Victorious X. We also got Owen Montero bidding right after I recorded last night's check-in, but it's Tuesday, day 8, 10:53 p.m. Those are the only updates. There's nothing really any different right now. We do have 394 watching and 3,368 views, so that's good. But there's nothing really to report on other than a couple bids. We do have some repeat bidders, which is good. So that's it for day 5, Tuesday update. I will see you tomorrow. All right, we are at the end of day 6 now. Didn't get too much action, but did get a little bit of action, which is always encouraging. Somebody asked if it has cruise control. It does not. Got 2 bids. Got someone reaching out by email. Heard from somebody who was in town, I guess, on a trip this past weekend. Was going to look at it, didn't get a chance. They said they still plan to bid. So I've been answering some questions today. Got a couple bids. I like that I'm at $14,141. I guess I can say what my reserve is because this won't come out until after the auction's over. But my reserve is at 25, so the closer we get to 25 leading into Friday, the better. Tomorrow is the last full day, so hopefully we get a little more movement then. And then Friday, of course, will be the big day. I will see you tomorrow. All right, it's Thursday, so it's the end of the 6th full day, end of day 7. Tomorrow the auction ends. Today got a little more action, got a few more bids. Let's see, what do we got 2 more bids in the 6 hours before recording this, including 14 minutes ago recording this. Sorry if there's noise behind me. I think my cat is hunting a bug. But got a comment from someone who came and actually saw the car in person, vouching for it. Thank them for the vouch. Let the auction know, the winning bidder, if you want to pick it up instead of have it shipped, I'll pick you up from the airport. And I offered, nobody took me up on the offer, but I offered to do video calls up until 12 p.m. tomorrow because the auction ends at 1:39. I want to make sure I'm actually watching that. So, up to $14,444, which is a decent starting point for tomorrow to try to get to reserve. So a little bit of action today. Nervous but excited about tomorrow. I think it should hit reserve. That's the last full day update. Like I said, nervous about tomorrow, excited about tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow goes well. And I will see you tomorrow. We will have a longer check-in because we will, like 10 minutes before the auction ends is when I'll start recording, and I don't know how much I'll cut out of that, but we'll be watching that whole 10 minutes. So see you tomorrow. All right, we got the last 9-ish minutes. Just got another bid for, now we're at 18.5. All right, I technically lowered my reserve. Literally almost didn't lower it at all. But it's exactly what I owe on my loan now. We got a new bid. I see the notification. 20. Okay, we're up to 20. We got serious bidding now. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on, bidders. It ain't going for 20. I will try to sell it privately and I'll keep driving it for 20. $22. Okay, we're getting closer to reserve. Let's go, baby. Come on. Keep on bidding up. Come on. So really good example of Pajero evolution, people. Uh-oh. 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 Got another one in. 22,250, that's not reserve. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Come on. I know people are going to wait last second to bid, but don't wait too long, people. Don't let the timer run out. Come on. Oh! I can't handle this. Okay, got another bid, 23. Seeing if that guy that came and saw messaged me on Facebook and all. He didn't. I haven't seen him bidding either. I just see these two. Bid to 23. Damn it. Did not meet reserve, so I'll document the process after this. Well, we'll see where this goes from here, but that's it for now. All right, so here is the update post-auction. While the current bid didn't quite meet your reserve price, I'm committed to helping you get yours sold. Reach out to the highest bidder for the possibility of an increased offer. Follow up as soon as I hear back. Shout out to Forrest. I said, thank you. Hi, James. The high bidder has offered $24,000. Let me know your thoughts. I said, I'd like $25,000 my original reserve. See if they'll do $24,853, which is what I went down to because it's what I still owe on my loan. They said, okay, stand by. I said, he's local, so he'd like to do the transaction directly rather than escrow, if that's okay. I said, what does that mean? He said, he would wire you directly or pay with a cashier's check rather than going through our third-party escrow company. He wants to pick up the truck in person. I said, got it. So how does that work? He said, okay, I got him up to 25 for you. Thank God. So once he closed out, that was my original. Once he closed out the buyer's fee, I'll connect you directly to him via email. You have each other's contact info and next steps in the email. You can complete the transaction in person like any other car sale since he's local. They said, good to proceed. I said, that works. I said, okay, awesome. We have a deal at $25,000. Thanks for choosing Cars and Bids and congrats on the sale. So thank you. And as we're recording this, I said, it was my pleasure connecting you to the buyer via email now. So I will update as that continues. I don't know if I'll take this video all the way to them coming in, picking up the truck, or the SUV. It's not a truck to me, but that's it. So we'll keep updating as things keep changing. I got an update now from Alexis, the client support at Cars and Bids. We have it sale through Key Savvy. Go to Key Savvy, blah, 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 to get sale. If you prefer to complete the transaction, so please review our FAQ. Please be sure to reach out to your buyer and discuss next steps. Most questions can be answered through FAQs, but I am here. If there's something more specific that comes up, just shoot me a chat message, blah, blah, blah. So we'll update as things go. Like I said, let me deal with the buyer, and I might not update till it's completely done, but we'll see. All right, so I'll be honest, I don't remember where I left off with this. I think I left off with this message here. Cars and Bids said, you're welcome. We'll check in a couple days, see how things are going. I actually just sent this right before recording. This is 12:25 Friday night / Saturday morning. Said transaction has been completed. So here's how it goes, and I'll end up blocking out all this stuff, so you shouldn't see this if I remember. If I don't remember, that's a shame on me. So I got this email. Congratulations, genuinely happy we could find a way to make this deal work, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll have to block out this information as well, but they give you seller and buyer information and have you connect. I sent him an email. Please feel free to call or text. And we ended up doing everything through text and like one phone call. He drove down from where he lives to the Asheville airport to drop off a rental car doing a one-way rental. I picked him up from the airport. He came over. We signed bill of sale, signed over title, did all that. He gave me the payment. And then he went on his way. So it was pretty easy. Sad to see it go. Sad to see it leave the driveway. I tried to get a video of it leaving, but my phone didn't focus. So that was unfortunate. But Pajero's gone. Something else will be coming. Overall, a pretty painless process. Pretty easy. Cars and Bids makes it really easy. It was a shame that we had to get to that and didn't meet reserve. It was really a shame. Sold after for 25. 25 was what I set my reserve at. So it met reserve. But the market on these is definitely going down, which is kind of a shame to see. These are really cool special cars. The guy I sold it to seems like he is going to love it and take care of it even better than I was planning on and was doing. So I'm glad to see it go to a good home. I had 2 of these Hot Wheels, so I gave him a Hot Wheels with it. Really cool guy, really glad for him. And he was just excited to even see one in person. So I know he's going to love it. Cars and Bids was really easy. So, but that was the process for Cars and Bids. Not too bad at all. Definitely recommend selling your car through Cars and Bids over Bring a Trailer or just privately, getting a lot of enthusiasts. So really easy process, but let's close out this video with the Pajero behind me.
So that's it. That's the process. It will be on its way out. The buyer is on his way from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's going to come pick it up tonight. It sold today. He's going to come pick it up tonight and drive back with it. So this will no longer be in the garage, will not be in videos behind me. The Pajero Evolution is gone. Like I said, don't know what's replacing it. Going to be sad to see it go, but luckily I don't have the emotional attachment that I had to like the Charger. It was one of my dream cars to own. I've owned it. I've experienced it. Got to keep moving on to different cars, but it's gone. But that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you think I made a mistake, what you thought about the process going through it. Let me know everything you're thinking in the comments down below, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you like car content, you like my content, you want to see it first. And I got links in the description if you want to support me here or other places. I got my Twitter. I got Instagram and TikTok for cars. And for hiking, I have cars, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Like I said, want to support me here, there, anywhere. It's appreciated. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.